Can we deduce anything from that information?
I mean...
The police said that they think the water is what's making people ill. So if the water is causing the problem, that suggests that the creature in the water is creating the disease that causes beetles. But what?
If there is a creature in the water,
I'm pretty convinced there is something in there. It sounded
What if
alive.
it's a
Potentially
submarine?
multiple. I just
but
can't
it's not like radioactive, right?
I mean, radioactivity doesn't
Why
cause
would it create
beetles.
beetles?
But it could be a magical kind of radioactivity.
Yeah.
Like a poison field of some kind. Does anyone feel weird right now?
Don't think so.
All of you seem to feel fine.
So it's not radiation, probably.
Why
plus
beetles?
not. Well, I don't.
Why
Again, I don't
beetles?
feel anything on my ring, right?
Nope.
I mean,
It's not stone mind.
so I don't know if we know, but like these people's water supply, is it connected to like?
But this is the
sewage?
sewer. They don't really drink
but
from this water.
where does their water come from?
Why beetles?
Because Moses is in town. Mushroom Moses with all the plagues.
Honestly, I
Actually,
actually
it's
kind of
Mario.
leaning towards the biblical references with like.
I won't tell you where I took the beetle idea from.
It was a
People
literal
in comments
plague.
can guess. It wasn't actually. I mean, the source I took it from might have taken it from the Bible, to be fair. But I took the source from something else. I'll let people in the comments guess.
The mummy?
I mean, that definitely
No.
is. Literal plague of locusts. Right, okay. What for? Why beetles? What do the beetles do?
They bleed.
Maybe it's just the person that made this curse really like beetles.
Like, presumably, if this is some kind of curse rather than a mundane illness, which suggests that there's intent behind it.
The way I see it, it's either an experiment that went wrong, or like a weapons testing.
Both plausible, but I think unlikely.
But then in that case, like, why the fake van charade?
I
Exactly.
have no idea.
Can we go to, like, the follow the river still and see?
Yeah, I think we should
what-
do
Yeah,
that.
you
and try and
could
get
be
more
like-
While we
information.
walk, I am going to mention that I did ask Van in the past if during his Purple Dawn days, if he had, like, if this looked like the calling card of a past enemy or something, and he said no.
Yeah, like...
I thought for a second you were going to say you said yes.
Past enemies.
Yeah, no, I didn't fight anything remotely supernatural until I met you guys.
You fought things?
Yeah.
Purple Dawn.
I mean, okay.
Like, you don't have a
You
code
sound
name
so
like that
disappointed.
if you're not going to be fighting something.
Oh, right? Okay.
Either fighting the law or trying to fight crime.
I was quite good at fighting crime, thank you.
Yeah, Purple Dawn was a famous vigilante back in his homeland.
Detect lies.
Alright, roll me a charisma perception check.
Charisma
And
perception.
Who are you detecting lies on?
Van.
Alright, and which claim of Van's are you detecting lies on?
That he's, shoot. That he's,
A vigilante?
no, shoot, what was it?
Just Van in general.
Like, he killed a bunch of bad guys, or helped a bunch of bad guys, or saved a bunch. I don't remember what he said. Gosh darn it. Well, you know what? Never
He said
mind.
he was good at fighting crime.
Oh, that part, yeah.
Alright.
11.
He seems to be telling the truth.
Alright.
But really, this stuff is done out of character, or like mostly in character. You normally don't roll against each other, just so you know.
Yeah, but at
So
this point,
if you still want to be incredulous, like, don't feel bound by the die rolls.
it's just that at this point we're playing with a lot of information that we know that our characters don't, and stuff
Yeah.
like that.
So yeah, just don't feel bound by your die roll in this case. You don't have to play Jakey Boy believing. You can go, oh, that was a very convincing lie.
Okay.
All right. So you guys follow the river, the canal.
Mhm.
All right. You follow the canal, and as you get further and further down, the water begins to change slightly. It becomes less of a green and more of almost a black.
Hmm.
It becomes very dark green.
Does it look
And
like? Oh, sorry.
Go ahead.
Can I do a comparison, like a memory check, to see if it compares to that slime thing we fought against the stone mine?
Yeah, go ahead.
What is that?
Roll you can either roll an alertness science check or an intelligence willpower check. That's just a memory check.
Okay, I'll do it.
But if they have the science, it's an easier check.
I do not, so I will do the other one.
Are you talking about the big thing in the prison yard?
Yes, and on the road trip. 4.
Yeah, that part you weren't there for.
Yeah.
With a 4,
Yeah.
you don't remember the exact consistency well enough. You were too busy screaming and running away and fighting at the time.
Yeah.
I'm gonna use my scientific method of throwing a rock at the black
Well,
part.
You throw a rock and it plops.
How hard does it plop comparatively?
It actually plops and then takes a second to sink.
Lovely.
Oh, okay. I don't have my stick anymore. I
Go
feel
grab
like-
another one. There's some
Yeah.
trees around.
Okay, but first I'm gonna make real sure there's no plague bugs in it.
All right. Roll me alertness perception.
Can someone look with me, please?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'll
sure.
keep an eye out with you.
Because I rolled a 5.
Woof.
Well, you don't see anything. Razcal seems fine.
I'm gonna look to
I'll look as well.
11.
I gotta look at this river. It's pretty swell.
8.
All right. Well, who got an 11?
I did.
You hear some scuttling as you begin to approach the tree, like some chittering.
Oh. Vescal, there's probably bugs in this tree.
Wow, you got really
Huh.
good senses.
It's possible there are bugs in all the trees.
Mm.
Is there like then a metal pipe or something just littering somewhere?
We could try. All of the houses are all boarded up, right?
That's
Yeah.
true.
You could try
Yeah.
pulling off a board from one of the houses.
Yeah, that's what I'll do then.
All right, roll me a body athletic check.
Alright. 13.
All right, you rip off a board.
Alright, so I'm going to use that to poke at the black goo.
And incidentally, when you do so, and you look inside the house
Mhm.
that you pulled the board off from, you see a dead body lying on the
Oh.
floor.
Oh,
Oh,
Oh, a thing.
Huh.
we didn't even look inside the buildings. We're so stupid.
well, there's so much supernatural thing here, I forgot about the mundane.
What?
Well, okay. I still want to poke at the water first.
All right, you do so. It's very thick at this point.
But that's all it feels like, it's just thick.
Yep. And interestingly, when you pull you can't seem to get any of it to stick onto the wood. Whenever you pull the wood back out, whatever was on it slips off and falls back and sort of congeals back into the mass.
Alright, make sure everyone sees this.
Huh. Definitely supernatural then.
Alright, I'm gonna abandon that plank then, because, like, look, we got a dead body. I can speak to that dead body.
Oh, right, of course
Right.
you can.
That seems like a
But-
good idea.
It's for a minute, so I want to make sure we
Well,
got our
How about
good
we should
questions ready.
we should probably analyze the body first to have a look at it, and then see if we can ask it some
Fair.
questions.
Alright, that's fair.
Yeah.
Wait,
You guys are better at noticing things, so I'll back off and give y'all room.
How are we asking it questions if it's dead?
My special paladin powers.
Since what? Okay.
No, remember when I was talking about, like, speaking Van's head that didn't work, and talking to me, all that?
Shh. Not the meat part.
I guess that just never came out, huh? Okay. Well, to make a long story short, Sharon removed my zebra fire-based powers and replaced it with a proper divine death interacting powers.
Huh. Well, now I understand why we're finding a dead body.
Why did you think we were looking for it first?
I don't know. We were
That's
evidence. Look, I'm just following you guys. You know more than I do. So
Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and start investigating the corpse.
All right.
Yep, same.
Roll me an alertness perception as you approach the corpse.
Uh-huh. 6.
You don't notice anything.
Yeah, I want to analyze it too. Should I do that roll as well?
Sure.
10.
10's good enough. So as you're approaching it, you notice that it has a number of boils.
Are they?
Some of them are quite dark at this point.
Are they burst or not?
No.
Okay, I'm gonna just stop and go. Hey, hold up a second.
Mm-hmm.
Sure. I need to touch a body to be able to communicate with it.
Yeah, hang on. There's this body's. You said there were like welts or something that spewed insects, right?
You're saying there's some of that?
Yeah, quite a lot of it.
Oh. Even after dying, huh? Okay.
Okay, here's a suggestion. Does it matter the state of the body if you want to talk to it?
Let me check my notes real quick. My mental notes. It just says a corpse. Oh, reminder. I tried it on the leather covering. No, I tried it on sausage, and I could hear the cow.
Right.
Yep. It does not matter the state of the corpse.
Here is my suggestion. Light it up.
Touch the ash?
Charred corpse or not, it's probably more sensible than approaching it like it is now.
Yeah, like, there's still gonna be bones and stuff. It's my last fire breath, but I think it's a worthwhile use.
I mean, I don't want to be assaulted by a plague of locusts.
If you can, try and only burn the affected areas.
Is it all over? Or?
I mean, I would not...
It's all over.
Yeah, I would just burn all of it and then deal with the charred remains.
Okay, yeah, that's fair.
A house made of wood?
I mean, I have a fire flower. I could maybe
Yeah,
use
the house
that.
is made of wood.
So the problem, I'm also afraid of just setting the whole place on fire because we...
I mean, if that happens, we leave, let the house burn down, and then come back when it's done.
Alright, okay.
Like,
I mean...
it doesn't matter the state of the corpse.
I agree with pretty much everything you've said, so... Unless anyone else has any objections?
I mean, they're already dead. They're not exactly living here.
Yeah, I mean, that should be fine.
I mean, better a house burned down than we potentially get infested with this stuff.
Maybe someone could maybe like find a bucket in the house and fill it with like sink water or something.
I don't want to go anywhere near any water on this floor.
Alright. Alright.
We don't know how far this infection spreads.
Alright, I get it.
I mean, if you guys want to go turn on a sink, I don't know.
I do have 2 large parachutes that are presumably
yet.
of quite tough material. We can use those to smother the fire if we need to.
That could be a good idea.
I also have a fire flower with me, so if you don't want to waste a fire breath, we could try that. I don't know if it'd work.
Is the fire flower shot? Would that be able to set a guy on fire?
Yeah. You've seen it before, so yes.
Because see, the thing is, fire flower guns have limited ammo. I just need a nice rest.
I just have fire flower written in my inventory. I have no idea how it works or anything. I just picked it up in the airship.
It's up to you.
I'm happy to try it.
All right, you give it a shot first, then.
Okay,
Everybody clear, make some room.
I have no idea how fire flowers work. I just have one.
Well, best way to learn is to use it.
Point and click, I guess.
And better now than during an actual fight.
True. I'm gonna point my fire flower at the corpse and try and set it on fire.
All right, go ahead and roll me ranged weapon check or whatever.
Is that guns?
No.
No? Okay, just ranged weapons generally. Which I do not have. Which I do not
The
have.
stat is ranged weapons. Yeah.
Yeah, I do
And
not
for
have
what you're
ranged weapons.
trying to use.
Is there an
it would
attribute that
be-
rolls with?
That if you're trying to aim, I believe it's alertness.
Correct.
Right, and I have
I use
no
agility
ranged
'cause
weapon
I've-
check, so this is going to be fun. 7.
Hey, could be a lot worse.
It could be a lot worse considering
Seven's average.
my
yeah,
max roll was 8.
That's fine.
So
You hit the corpse and it catches on fire.
nice.
And as it does, you see a lot of beetles begin to crawl out of the like very young, small little beetles and grubs start to crawl out of the wounds.
Are they
then
also
burn
on
up.
fire? Yes, good.
Yep.
That is
Um,
super
I
gross, by the way.
refuse to
So
look at
what has
this.
actually happened to my fire flower now, so that I like out of character know how it works?
Oh yeah, do
'Cause,
do
like,
any of you have weak stomach or whatever?
I got neat
You
freak.
got clean freak, yeah.
You can. It's up to you whether this affects you or not.
I'm just not gonna look at it.
Okay. Yeah, and after some time, the corpse burns up.
So what actually is like the ammo thing for fire flowers?
Each fire flower has a set number of shots. In this case, your fire flower, I believe, has 5 shots. So now it has 4.
Okay, I'll put 4 next to it. Cool.
Is it possible to refill them, or
No, you have to get new
Alright.
fire flowers.
that's what I thought.
That's fair.
And yeah, the fire dies down, and you're left with the charred remains of a body.
Alright, well, we got enough of a body that I should be able to have a short conversation with it. It can't lie, but it can, speak weird. But, like, y'all are smarter than me. Like, what kind of question do you want?
We want to know
Yes.
what
Yeah, the
happened.
conversation is something that only you can have with it.
We want to know
That's good.
what happened.
It happens in your head.
Yeah, we want to
Right.
know what happened to this person before they became ill. Like what actions they took right before they started getting sick.
Alright.
Because we want to try and discern how people get sick. It would also be helpful to find out what else has happened to them in the meantime, like what their symptoms were. And how they died, because presumably they didn't die from the bugs bursting out of their body.
So it's basically just what happened.
Yeah.
More or less, yeah.
Alright, so I'm gonna crouch down. Gonna, palm, like, a burnt femur or something, and, I'm gonna trigger my power that I need to roll a thing for real quick.
Yep. And then you pass out.
Oh, parts, that's not that bad. Got 12, which is good. Alright.
Mhm.
So I trigger the power to speak
All
with
right.
it.
Well, a relative you see in your let's go ahead and go to channel 2. So yeah, when you touch it, a relatively young, what race should she be? What race would make sense? A relatively young Koopa woman
Mm-hmm.
appears in your mind, and she appears to be crying.
Hey, so what happened?
She looks at you and she says, "I died."
But, like, more precisely, like, what happened?
It was the bean creatures.
Being creatures. Multiple?
Yes,
What did they do?
they were here. They were selling things, and our family was so poor. We didn't think. We just accepted their gifts.
So they were selling, like, food?
No water.
And like at a low price. And it was just like, it looked
Well,
just
they
like...
were.
Oh,
It was.
go ahead.
They were free samples.
And, like, did the water look weird in any way?
No.
And you just drank it, and then this happened?
I drank it, and then there was a knock on the door. A small person with a mask and a sun on the mask. And then I was here.
Before this happened, did you feel anything?
She looks and she says, "No. Is that when I died?"
From what we can understand, that looks to be the case. We haven't found anyone else in your house. Like, is there anyone you want me to try and find out? Tell them what happened?
She says, I never had any family. It's been just me for a long time.
Well, for what it's worth, we're gonna try and avenge all of you here, because it's not just you. Like, the whole area, the whole floor seems to be infected. And we're trying to find out why, and what you've told me right now has been very useful. So,
She says, "Thank you."
Being people, you said. So not native to the Mushroom Kingdom.
No. They were bean people and shy guys.
Okay. Is there anything I could do for you in the world of living?
She looks at you and she says, "No, just..." And around then, your connection cuts.
Alright, that's fair. Alright. I guess
Right,
we're
we
going
can hop
back
back
to...
in.
Yeah.
But if I don't help clear your name, I don't get my 1 coin.
Oh yeah, that's a point.
Wow, that's what we're coming back to.
It's a pretty big tonal shift from what we were just doing.
Alright, so, bean people. Anyone knows anything about that?
Bean people.
In what context?
Well, so, the story of her death's pretty simple. Like, people here have a hard life, right? And some strangers have come offering free samples of water. And she says that these people were not native of the Mushroom Kingdom, but bean peoples and shy guys. She has consumed that water. At some point, she heard a knock on the door. She saw a fake van. And that's when she lost consciousness and probably died.
So she consumed the water.
That's correct.
That ties in with my theory as to where the welts came from.
This also explains why they're using me as a frame job.
Yeah, like, she did describe the sun on the mask and all that.
Yeah, it's just, I'm... Well, you know where I'm from, don't you? I said, didn't I?
I mean, I know, but I don't think everyone else does.
Yeah, well, you know.
Well, we can wait until Sturge comes back, maybe.
Oh.
Oh, he's...
Oh, yeah,
He's out?
he went to make dinner. Alright, I'm back. Hello.
Rakab just stepped out for a second, so I'll wait for him.
We should probably catch you up on, like, the small amount of information that's been shared since.
Yeah. So, apparently, fake me, along with some bean people, have been passing out water to people here.
Bean people?
Yeah.
What do you
Bean
mean?
people.
What do you mean bean people?
Let me get a picture.
Yeah, it's from a Mario game I haven't played.
I had a good picture somewhere. Yeah. They vary in what they look like, but
What Mario game are these?
Bean Kingdom.
yeah. They're from Mario and Luigi Superstar Saga.
I
So
see.
the game I'm going to be playing later this year.
I see.
See, I just assumed it was like just a literal bean with a face.
No.
Me too.
And just like stick legs.
Like I was imagining like a Commander Keen enemy.
Well, I mean, that some of their heads are kind of vaguely bean-shaped, so...
I just googled Bean person and like I got Mr. Bean and Sean Bean.
Pretty much.
Can we just retroactively have it be fake Van turns up with a bunch of Sean Beans behind him?
So wait, what does fake Van have against you? Real Van.
We don't know.
Well, I don't know who fake Van is. So...
Yeah, we've never met him.
Do you know any bean people?
Sure.
What do you mean, sure?
I mean, I've met bean people, yes.
Okay.
But like...
Cool.
I mean, that's a very broad question.
I mean, have you dealt with bean people before, you know?
Yes, I have. But like, Rescal didn't give any specifics, just that they were bean people.
I mean, that's all she told me. Like, I asked her what kind of people, and said bean people and shy guys.
Weird.
I mean, it's a little strange, because I don't believe I've seen any bean people since I've been here.
Yeah. Like, they're not from here, so I figured it'd be something that stands out.
Yeah.
Like in a crowd or something.
Is there bean magic?
Not that I'm aware of. There might be.
Bean beetles or something stupid?
Bean people are green, right?
Yes.
What colour is the water again?
But I mean, it's sewage. It's always kind of that
sewage
colour.
isn't normally green or black.
And I mean, she did say that all this was caused by water. Maybe now it's their supply. However, the water that they sold her, she said, just looked like normal water.
That's exactly my point. Like, you wouldn't drink green sludge.
Yeah.
Right.
And also,
And yet
If they
that's
were
what it looks
serving
like
them-
now.
if they were serving them the water, how did the water in the river get there? How did
Maybe they just dumped their supply after they were done.
Maybe.
Yeah, what I'm wondering is, what if it backfired? What if something went wrong, and they're trying to pin the blame on Van,
But why?
because they don't want to admit they just killed off most of the population,
But how do they know
plus
Van?
all of the bean people? Well, presumably they've had Van involved from the offset, considering that the person Rezcow just spoke to mentioned, like, seeing Van. Just why, I'm not
Van,
sure.
I don't know a lot about Shy Guys. Is your mask has like a symbol on it? Is that like part of a uniform for something?
No, this is unique.
Okay.
Here's a question.
So
How
it would
easy
be
would it...
weird
How easy
to
would...
have just another Shy Guy with a drawing of a flower/sun on it.
Everyone with
how
a son,
easy or difficult
yes.
would it be? How easy or difficult would it be for somebody else to forge a Shy Guy mask?
Oh, well, I mean, any Shy Guy could potentially make a mask similar to mine.
Right.
Now these pictures, did they have like bean people in them? Like the evidence
I don't-
pictures.
No,
It-
none of them.
No, it's just fake Van.
So, do we know anything about the people we're supposed to talk to?
Other than their names and... well, no, not really.
Because I'm wondering if they might all be bean people.
I mean, we won't know until we go and talk to them.
Yeah.
Is it okay if we continue following the river until we get...
Yeah, I think that's the best course of action. Let us think on this a bit more.
Yeah.
Alright, so you guys are gonna keep following the canal?
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
Yep.
Alright. You do. You continue following the canal. And eventually, yeah, you follow it for another, I don't know, maybe like 20 minutes? And everybody roll me alertness perception.
All right.
Oh, here we go. Uh, 11.
7.
11.
Alright, everyone who got an 11 or above,
Mhm.
you see, standing on the other side of the canal, what looks like a person in a scuba suit.
Oh.
A small person, around the size of a Shy Guy. Or a bean person.
Okay.
How like wide is the sewer thing?
Relatively wide. Let me see what the canals of Venice are like.
Okay.
Fairly wide, I think.
Yeah. I
I mean, they have
suspect so.
boat traffic, so it has to be pretty big.
Yeah, 30 to 90 meters wide.
That's pretty wide. Are there any
Yeah.
bridges nearby?
Yeah, there's a bridge down at the next intersection, just a little bit after where this guy is standing.
Can we tell if that guy's noticed us?
Anyone who rolled an 11 doesn't seem to have noticed you yet.
Right, the question is, does he look like he's about to, like, jump into the water?
He's looking around.
Right.
He's just kind of looking back and forth and seemingly waiting.
Can we get to him without him noticing us, do you think?
I mean,
Maybe if you, like, ask me to stand back or something.
I might be able to stealthily approach him, but...
Have we still got that invisibility cloak?
Oh yeah, Rescal, did you...
Yeah. We still got everything.
Okay.
Because I don't want him to run off. Is there a bridge further back as well?
Yeah, it would be about a 5-minute walk.
Right, so we can't exactly do an easy pincer movement.
Look, just give me the invisibility cloak. I'll get
Hang on, you
close
said
to
you can
him.
move stealthily. Why don't we give me the invisibility cloak? And we both approach.
I don't know, even with the cloak, your sneaking skills are a bit...
I'd rather not. If we need to hold him down or anything, it's better to have 2 people there than 1.
Sure. Okay, how about this? We'll do the pincer thing, you can have the cloak, but if you screw it up, I get to laugh at you a lot.
Let's just do this.
I will take that as an agreement.
I hand over the cloak.
To who?
You.
Cool. Right, I'll put the cloak on then.
Okay, I'll start. Which way do you want to go?
Well, if we both take the same bridge, considering this is closer, and the person with the invisibility cloak goes ahead and around the back.
Oh yeah, sir. Yeah, okay.
So, assuming that there's a scuba guy here, does that mean that could be more? And that's what the splashing noise earlier and...
Yeah, that's why I'm going to stay where we are and serve as a kind of watch guard. See if anyone else shows
am
up.
in agreement. I'm going to watch with you.
Nice.
I approve.
Okay, yeah. So
Alright, watchers, please roll alertness perception.
Alright.
And stealthy
Glad-
people, go ahead and roll alertness covert stealth.
I'm glad I have a friend with me.
Hey.
Oh, I really need to get some points in stealth.
Because I
Yes, you do.
rolled a 5.
I got a 12. Oh wait, hang on, what does the invisibility cloak do?
It makes the check to see you harder.
Oh, cool.
I got
I just got
11.
I rolled 12.
21.
Alright.
Really didn't need that
Well-
invisibility cloak, did you?
Okay, so what did you guys get observing?
11.
I got
11.
less than 11.
Alright, well with an 11, so Van and Barnaboo begin to work their way back. I think Van is going to the bridge that's forward, and
We're both going to the same bridge with the closest one.
okay.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
I'm.
So you're
with the-
both going to the forward bridge.
Yeah, but I with the invisibility cloak, I'm going to circle round ahead of Van. Is the idea?
Okay. Well, shortly after they leave, Sturge, you notice that there's a slight bubbling in the goop next to you.
Did you see that?
Well, if you point it to me, I'll see it.
I'm pointing to it.
Well, by the
I-
time you look, it's gone. It's very brief. It's only there for a second.
Did you see that bubble, man?
Well, no, I believe you that it was there, but
Oh,
I don't see it.
thank you. I kind of follow down the water trail to see if it bubbles anymore.
All right. Well, as you're doing that, Polo and Xerix, you work your way forward,
Okay.
and you've managed to
Silly.
successfully. Well, let me check real quick, because this is technically possible. Okay. As you work your way forward, he does not seem to have noticed you, and when you get closer and closer, this guy seems. Well, roll me an alertness perception.
9.
11.
11. You notice that he seems to be murmuring to himself. And oddly enough, with the 11, you notice that as he's murmuring, his mask seems to be moving.
Aha.
Like- His mask's mouth is moving.
Yeah, I figured. Yeah, okay.
So he's not a real shy guy.
Or a phantom. Mask boy.
But those don't even have bodies. How would he have swimming gear?
Rayman limbs.
Okay, sure.
Can I get closer to potentially hear what he's murmuring?
Alright, you can. With a 21, yeah, you can get closer. And when you get closer, you hear him murmuring just a series of numbers.
Huh.
It's a robot.
And you hear you hear him also mentions the names bizarrely enough the what's it called, what names would he mention? He's gonna mention some.
Mario.
It's the Mario cult.
You hear him mention Brezcow's name,
Huh.
you hear him mention Sharon, and you hear him mention Bulina.
Huh.
Can I... The cosmic readout charts... Were they full of numbers?
Yes, they were.
Okay. Interesting.
Cosmic readout charts.
Or whatever they were called.
Are those the things we wrote on napkins, or is that something else?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wait, I don't remember this.
It was the napkins that I then ate for a bet.
That was a while
That was a
ago.
Yeah.
long while ago.
Yeah, back in Kamek's Tower.
This is
they-
back pre-1 coin.
Yes, it
Dang.
was. Yeah,
That
back
was
in
a
Kam-
long time ago.
Back in he got printouts from information from the stars that had random gibberish, but also names of people.
Oh, okay.
Right.
You also hear him say, oh fuck, do I want to? Okay, sure, why not? You hear him say something about, I can't drown out the sounds.
Oh no, not the sounds.
Sounds? Where?
Oh,
You hear him say, gotta stop her.
I want to do something here, but I don't know if it's going to screw up everything.
It's alright. If it doesn't screw up everything, we've done well. If it does, I'll laugh at you.
Great.
Yeah, he says, I can't drown out the sounds, I've gotta stop her.
John, are you in position?
Presumably we're standing right next to him at this point.
Okay, well, be ready to be ineffective at grappling.
Right.
Okay, I'm going to lift up my shark mask enough so my symbol is visible. and I'm going to step out of the shadows and approach him.
I'm gonna immediately ready myself to grab him the moment I see him doing this.
I'm
Not
gonna say,
Van,
All right.
the guy.
I'm gonna say, like, in the softest voice possible, "Hey, can we talk?"
Van ASMR.
He looks at you, and he says, "The slave is here." And then he tries to jump into the water.
Damn
I grab
it.
him. I grab him. The moment
Alright.
I see him move, I'm trying to grab him.
Well, first off, let's do a
Initiative.
Oh no, not initiative, because you had a reasonable surprise. So yeah, go ahead and roll me an opposed body unarmed combat check.
Oh yes, maximum roll of 6. This can only go up.
Man, it's kind of
And I
a wise
rolled a
decision to
3.
send both our weakest grapplers.
So you try and grab him, and oddly enough, you do manage to touch him. But once you do, you notice that your hands and arms start to burn intensely,
Oh.
Ow!
and then you wake up somewhere else. Let's hop into voice 2.
Oh
my
yes.
Huh.
He was a port key.
Wow, this can only go well.
Jeez.